now many of you might have seen my video on aloo ka paratha. Today I wish to bring to you another stuffed paratha made with cauliflower or gobi. It's called gobi ka paratha. It's tasty and super easy. So let's not wait. Let's start making our gobi ka paratha. Welcome back, friends. So let's start making our gobi ka paratha. For making gobi ka paratha, of course, the main ingredient is gobi or cauliflower. Here I have taken about 1.5 cups of grated cauliflower. When you take cauliflower, make sure that you wash it well and then grate it by putting it into a chopper or using a hand grater like this. Then I have here finely chopped onions, some finely chopped ginger, finely chopped green chilies, and finely chopped mint leaves and coriander leaves. In the dry spices, we have here half teaspoon of carom seeds or ajwain, half teaspoon of red chili powder, about half teaspoon of anardana or pomegranate powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of amchur or dried mango powder. I have atta, which is made from Chakki Fresh whole wheat atta. I've added a little salt to the atta and made it into a soft dough that is suitable for making chapatis or rotis or paranthas that we make every day at home. So that's all what we need to make our gobi ka paratha. So let's now mix our gobi and I'll show you how to go about it. Our first step of making our gobi mixture would be to get rid of all the moisture in our gobi. So the grated gobi, we're going to take it in our hands and squeeze it. If you feel there is any moisture coming out, we have to get rid of that. So just give it a good squeeze. Now we are going to add about 2 heapful teaspoons of onion. Here I have about 2 green chilies or 3 green chilies diced fine and putting the whole thing because I like green chilies. The chilies are completely your choice. Ginger, a good 1 heaped teaspoon and a half because this is cauliflower, so ginger tastes good with cauliflower. A rich helping of coriander leaves and our chopped mint leaves. Mint leaves I've taken about 12 to 15 leaves and have chopped them well. I drop in the dry spices, everything goes in, and then salt. I put about a teaspoon, a little over a teaspoon of salt, and then I give it a nice mix. Okay, so we are going to make our paratha. So I have taken a big ball that is bigger than my usual rotis ball. You just roll it down to this size. Now I'll place in the gobi mixture. After that, I'm going to bring it together by pleating it up. You can see I have pleated it up and beat it down with very light hands. Make sure that you roll it from outside to inside. You need to roll it from outside to inside and with very light hands. That way our gobi filling goes in, it spreads out evenly and our paratha remains intact. It It's not going to come out from the sides. If you need to put a little flour, you just dust a little flour so that it doesn't stick to your rolling pin. Gobi will tend to become a little wet once you add salt to it. So make sure that you make your paratha fast once you have mixed the mixture. Paratha will be always thicker than your rotis. And now we are going to put it on the hot griddle or our tawa. The griddle or tawa is really hot. I'm going to put my paratha on it. I'm using an iron griddle here. You can use a non-stick griddle as well. Wait for it to be half done from one side and then we'll turn it. I've turned it to one side. Keep your fire on low because we want the parathas to be very crispy. Once both the sides are just about 1/3 done, we turn it, and I'm using here ghee. You could go for oil as well, as I told before. Turn it. Can you see how beautiful our paratha is coming out? You have to keep the fire on low. Only then you will get this kind of a crust. Otherwise, the outer crust will burn quickly and the inner mixture will not really cook up. So we need the gobi also to cook and the paratha to turn very crispy and beautiful like that. It smells heavenly. Turn it 2-3 times, flip it on both sides till well done. The gobi mixture will cook very fast in this heat. Just press the edges. This is a wonderful option for breakfast or lunch. You can give your children for tiffin, snacks. Yeah, that's done. You can see the crust, so beautiful. Now we will take it out into a plate. So here's your wonderful gobi ka paratha. I'll show you on both sides how beautiful. That's your very crispy and tasty gobi ka paratha with some raita, a little pickle of your choice and a little butter to go with it. Nothing can be better than that. If you like my videos, do subscribe to my channel and send me your valuable comments. Thank you.